Welcome back to Midnight 02 Season 1 Episode 12. How's your evening going? Are you having a hard time? Well, today I want to start the podcast by sharing a personal story with you. So lately I've been feeling pretty upset about my own body image and just how I feel about my body in general. So I decided that I wanted to share with more people. So this happened a few days ago. I am in some of the Facebook groups online. And for those that know, it's the group called Subtle Taiwanese Trait, which is a lot of Taiwanese Americans like me. We share a lot of posts on cultural and food-related things about being Taiwanese and being American. So a lot of interesting points, and I thought that they could relate to what I was going to say. And I'm going to read the post to you first, and then I will talk about the reactions. So this is what I wrote. Growing up as a Taiwanese, or as an Asian in general, I often feel like I'm too big and too wide. Relatives has said to me, "Your legs are like elephant's legs, but it's fine, you're going to America," hinting that Americans are all like that in the US. Those words hurt me and haunt me at times, and it's so difficult to forget and to be okay with what they said. I am 165 centimeters, which is 5 feet 4, but nowhere near 48 kg, which is 105 pounds. I looked it up online and people said girls over 50 kg, equivalent 110 pounds, are considered fat. Many of my family members tell me to lose weight and to stop eating. And I don't like desserts, sodas, alcohol, fried food. I only eat them when it's necessary at a friend's party. And I will have my friends order the cake when we go to pretty cafes. I would take a bite and drink non-sweetened tea only, and these are not enough. That's why I started to post and to take pretty pictures, looking for angles that make me look skinnier and thinner. But to be honest, I sometimes wish one day when I wake up, I could feel beautiful in my own skin without makeup and I could accept my body. I realized the image I had of myself was distorted. I started eating healthier food and stopped focusing on the numbers. I started going to the gym and going to workout classes. But now with the COVID-19, I could only do some exercises online at home. And I started to feel ugly again. For those who know me, you know I'm not a fan of ABG fashion. They look so good on other girls though. Instead, I like Japanese/Korean fashion. There are beauty standards like the skinnier the better, the A4 paper waist trend, and chopstick legs. I found it difficult to reach those goals with my big bone structure and wide hips. I looked up different ways to make my hips smaller, face smaller, waist skinnier, and try to hide my body in general. I have a close Taiwanese friend who is the opposite of me. Small body structure and very thin. And she said she wished she had my body because she was so into American fashion and believed it looked good on my body type. I guess in the end, we're all human beings who want things we don't have. I don't know why I'm sharing these thoughts here. I just want to say to myself and to the girls who are struggling, stay healthy and exercise for yourself, not for others, not to fit a certain beauty standard, and never to hurt your own body. You are beautiful. I am working on myself. And so this post received so many comments and so many likes and responses. I thought that I want to take my time out and think about it and record this episode to share with more people. Because this was posted on Subtle Taiwanese Trait, which is, if you Google it on Facebook, and you could probably join a group. There are about like 9,000 members on it. But I didn't expect that this post would have gone viral because I feel like sometimes as an Asian, we're not as vocal as other races, maybe. That's just what I think, because there are so many people who share their stories and how the society standards and their families' comments developed such wrong image that they have with themselves. And they're having a hard time, and some even developed eating disorders until today. And, mental depression, all sorts of diseases. And it's so difficult to adjust a mindset, but honestly, I was crying while writing this post because I was so upset that, I just would have, I wish that it wasn't like this, but I wrote this in the middle of the night, and I decided to post it. But then the next day I woke up, I was so shocked, but at the same time so sad, because so many girls and boys related to this topic about body image. And my problem was that I know I'm not overweight, and I have a perfectly normal BMI. I work out, but then sometimes it still hurts me that I feel like I'm not good enough, not skinny enough, and just it's really difficult. Like, you could ignore strangers' words and criticism and comments on you, but when it comes to your close family members or relatives who say that to you, it's really hard to ignore. And I don't know why I'm having this problem. And until I posted this long article, there are more other Asians and Taiwanese Americans who commented and shared their personal stories with me. That's when I realized that I'm not the only one who's facing this problem. There are more people out there, and more girls who messaged me to say, thank you for writing this. It was really brave for me to share my own story. It's the entire society, the entire Asian beauty standard. So, I don't know, it sounds very heavy, but I just want to stay healthy, and I realize mindset is very different. Mindset's difficult to maintain. That we are okay. Like, our body is okay. And I was recommended to different accounts. There was one account that really changed how I thought. It was an account that talked about normalizing bodies and normalizing different body types. There are so many girls out there with different colors and shapes and bodies. I just want to say that I think we are all God's creations, and we are all beautiful. We shouldn't feel that we have to be a certain way just because of the media and the entertainment world portrays it that way. So in one of the comments, I was recommended to this account. The account on Instagram is amyhsuanchiu, and this is a blogger who created normalize normal bodies hashtag, and she shares a lot of positive and inspiring content about different bodies, different weights, and different women. I thought that you will want to check it out because I checked it out myself, and she's very inspiring and definitely something that changed my mindset. It took me hours to reply to all the comments under the post I wrote online, but I thought it was great for me to have conversations with strangers and with people who were also suffering from this problem. I got a lot of encouragement from them, and we were supporting each other. There are also guys who commented saying guys were the opposite, that they have to eat more, they have to grow, they have to gain their weights, and they're just different girls and boys with different concerns. And I wish the society doesn't have to be this way, and we could ignore all the different beauty standards and just take pride in what we have. And I know it's easier said than to be done. I am still working on myself and still trying to be okay with how I look. So meanwhile, I'm just here if you want to talk about your body image and what you're struggling, and I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to. And please share other accounts with me or other helpful resources if you have any, because I really like to help and I really like to contribute in this, in this society where let's just be ourselves, right? So in the end, I just like to read some of the comments I received with you. Thought that they would be helpful for those who are struggling as well. So some of the comments read, beauty comes from the heart, mind, and body. If these people only focus on physical beauty, they are missing out on the beauty of your mind and heart. If people make you uncomfortable and unhappy, don't try to please them. Please yourself and make yourself happy and healthy. And another comment says, be true to yourself and others will see the true you. Be you in full confidence and you will see you will win them in full confidence of who you are. May today be that day you'll start to believe and live being fully you. And another comment, haters will find ways to hate no matter how good you look. So try to focus on what your body does for you. And another comment from a guy, I agree that you shouldn't worry about the numbers. Modern human civilization overall has done a terrible job of subjecting women to unrealistic societal standards of beauty. For men, we need to do a better job of not contributing to and perpetuating a vicious circle of unhealthy and unrealistic beauty standards, which unnecessarily inflict harm on the psychological and emotional well-being of other people. And there were other comments that made me smile. So comments like, thickness saves lives, and something like, oh, the bigger the thighs are, the more attractive you are, blah, blah, blah. But I thought that they were pretty cute, just commenting those things. And I'm glad that I was able to have this conversation, because out of nowhere I posted this without thinking too much, and then next day I woke up with all these comments and positive energy, and I just want to thank my fellow Taiwanese American people online and just people who message me. I'm really glad that I was able to share this with you, and let's all work hard to be healthy and to have a healthy mindset as well. And I'm here to listen if you want to talk and if you want to share your stories again. So thanks again for tuning in and listening to this personal story of mine. And I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that you'll sleep well tonight, and let's be happy. Good night.